Hey there, folks! With the end of the year in sight, this seemed like as good a time as any to get out one final review before the new focus on the new year begins. Today, we'll be taking a jaunt into the sorry. Not into the woods. Through the woods. Through the woods. Do you think they called it that so they wouldn't get sued? I think they called it that so they wouldn't get sued. Through the Woods is a third-person adventure game from Antagonist Studios. Or, I guess it might just be Antagonist with no studio at the end? I'm not sure what the proper naming convention is here, but it doesn't matter anyways. It just doesn't matter. Because one way or the other, the name is incredibly well-fitted. The entire time I played this game, it felt subtly like the studio was trying to antagonize me. I don't mean me as in the gamer playing their game. I meant me personally. I'm honestly not sure who I should be more frustrated with here. Whether it's the studio who would release such a brilliantly premised game, a game with a very solid idea behind it, and then half-ass it so badly, or all the reviewers who have put this game at a very positive overall rating right now. I mean, I just... Have we just really let our standards fall so low nowadays? Or is it that we're still giving these indie studios a veritable mountain of leeway when the oversaturated market should have put an end to that horrible fucking mentality fucking years ago? It has to be one of those things. I have to hope it's just some kind of idiotic blind spot, because the only alternatives I can think of are that reviewers are either trolling us or they're on the fucking take. Okay, look. I'm not going to grasp at the low-hanging fruit and spend this whole review ragging on the voice acting, which is... come on!
I was left all alone with a child I couldn't confide in.
Hey! Open the door! I need to find my son. God damn, where's my son?
The children are gone, Eric. All gone.
I'm not Eric. I think he has my son. Who is he? What's he going to do?
Voice acting can be expensive for an indie studio. Fucking sure, whatever. I'll get over that. It's not even the horribly janky animations that come straight out of amateur hour, because, it's an amateur studio. You kind of fucking expect that. I'll let it slide. Sure. It's not even the abysmal mechanics that have been ripped out of the straight up worst parts of Alan Wake. It does kind of defeat the purpose of making a so-called walking simulator, but you decided to do something different. Who am I to judge? Cough, cough, pointed cough. But here's the thing, guys, here's the thing. If I'm going to be expected to tolerate all of that bullshit and still get some enjoyment out of your game, a game that is meant to be heavily story-focused, then you need writing that is better than what you'd find in a college sophomore creative writing course at your local fucking community college. Are you joking? Okay, let's take a step back and actually address this game. So for all that this game slants itself as a Nordic mythology-focused story, in reality, the actual plot of the game centers around a objectively terrible mother and her strange, mannequin-looking, thousand-yard stare-having son, who may or may not have some kind of low-level underlying mental disorder with his weird obsession with, reflectors and shit, and his very blatant inability to understand the basics behind stranger danger. Either way, this game's edition of Mommy Dearest has taken her ignorant, mannequin-looking little hellspawn off to an island for rest and relaxation. An island where he promptly goes missing, and as you try to find him, discover the island is not all it may have seemed. Danger theoretically surrounds you as the ancient mythological creatures from Nordic legends have come to life and inhabit this island. Now see, here's where the real problem with this game comes up. The game is sold on its Nordic mythology, and while the island is really cool looking, it's actually quite beautiful. The scenery is nice, seeing these gigantic Viking-themed monoliths and being able to actually encounter things like trolls and massive Viking graveyards marked only by their swords jammed into the ground. It's all awesome looking and woefully underutilized. The story that surrounds this island, it has a plot involving some brothers who were transformed into sort of semi-monstrous demigods that need to be fed, otherwise they might eat more. It's a whole thing, but it's really more garnish to the mother searching for her son story. This scary, creepy, dangerous environment is little more than just a place setting. It doesn't actually seem to serve much of a fucking use, other than an excuse for why your dipshit son has gone missing, and why your adventure to find him is more exciting than screaming mindlessly for 3 hours in the woods. Actually, you know what? Something about this seems really familiar. Where have I seen a mother? She's lost her son in a otherwise innocuous place that has grown inexplicably scary, and the entire story actually centers around the relationship between her and her son, and the place where he's gone missing. Oh yeah, it's the park. Yeah, you remember that fucking game, right? That walking simulator / tech demo released by the same company that makes The Secret World, the horror and mystery themed MMORPG. Really, that is the comparison I kept having to make the entire time I played this game. The whole time, it felt like a very shabbily built The Park, with Alan Wake's flashlight mechanics shoehorned in for no explicable reason. And considering the fact that this game has a $20 price tag, which is either close to or more expensive than the two better games I've compared it to, yeah, there's no reason to buy this game at base price. In fact, unless you see it for $5 and feel like hate buying it to see if it's as bad as I've really said, or if I've just exaggerated things, sure, go for it. It's worth the $5 hate buy. But please, do yourself a favor. Play a better game.